Oh, hello everyone, it's Crypto Granny here. I hope you're all well, looking after yourself and being very, very kind to your animals and people generally in the world. Now, today what I'm going to talk about is President Biden. What does it mean for cryptocurrency and what does it mean specifically for XRP? And I am overall very bullish this market, I have to say, and I think hopefully we'll see with this new government in the US that it'll be pro cryptocurrency and XRP, and that's what I'm certainly hoping, particularly with XRP, of course. Now, today, what I'd like to do is, I've just introduced myself. I'm going to talk about you need to reduce your operational risk, okay? And I bang on about this all the time. We hear stories of people losing all their crypto because they're on one wallet. You need to have a diversification of wallets where your secretive words, your private words are stored away off-site, potentially in a crypto safe or a bank safe, something like that, a big bank, and you need to have access to your private keys. It's really important not to lose those private keys. And also, if you have a portfolio of 100,000 or something like that, you really need to have at least 5 different cryptocurrency wallets. Now, we know there's a lot of problems with certain wallets out there, and you just don't want to have that problem with storing your crypto, okay? And that's why I say diversify it. Now, the reason why I say SecuX is it's really, really easy to use. Also, if you're a subscriber of mine, you get 10 to 15% discount depending which one you buy, whether you buy the W10 or the W20. Also, I'm going to talk about the Sharpe adjusted ratio, the Sharpe ratio, risk-adjusted returns everyone should be looking at. You shouldn't be looking at just total return. Now, if you don't know what this means, I'll explain it to you. You're taking on a lot of risk and you need to know that you're getting the right return for the risk, okay? Now, people don't mention that in their YouTubes. They clearly don't know too much. Honestly, it is so important to look at a risk-adjusted return. What sort of drawdown risk are you taking? In other words, what are you losing potentially to get a return of 13% or something? Okay, and it can vary with all different cryptocurrencies and all different asset classes. Really, really important. And, if you come and do my courses on Patreon, you'll learn properly about cryptocurrency, the operational risk, the risks of technology. We just saw today that another technology had a 51% hack. If it gets a hack, it means the technology has security problems. You can lose your crypto. And if you don't know that, come and learn on my Patreon, and it's on my YouTube details there. And also, I only want clients that are serious about learning cryptocurrency, okay? I really vet my clients. I don't want to take all, different clients that are not interested in learning. I'm here to teach you all the risks and how to assess cryptocurrencies, how to do valuations, how to do proper cryptocurrency reviews, and know the risks you're taking on. So many people just want to learn, to trade and to get, money this way. But look, you build wealth for the longer term, 2 to 5 years. Okay, people that have made a lot of money and become really wealthy, they build wealth buying the right coins and technology and tokens, and they hold those just like property. They've done a lot of studies on this, academic studies. We did studies ourselves when I was in banking for 40 years. And it's very proven. If you buy the right assets, just like property, you make more money holding those assets than trading willy-nilly in and out of things, okay? And that's a fact. That is absolute fact. Now, what I'm going to talk about today is the new government and what does it mean for crypto and XRP. And obviously, there'll be a disclaimer to this. I'm giving you financial learning, teaching, how to understand cryptocurrency. We're in a market where there's more risk in this market compared to every other market out there combined, plus add another 100,000 million percent, okay? So we go to the next slide. I'm talking about Sharpe ratios. Okay, now the Sharpe ratio is the return on the asset less the US Treasury rate, which is 1.08%, over volatility. Now, volatility is very important because volatility tells you whether cryptocurrency can go up by that or down by that. So, for example, a cryptocurrency, when you're holding it, could go up by 100% or it could go down by 100%. And it's also important what sort of return you get on a cryptocurrency. Now, every professional investment fund manager in the world will use the Sharpe ratio or even something like a Sortino ratio, which is very simple. It's easy to calculate, just like the Sharpe ratio, but it's a very similar sort of ratio. But we're going to focus on the Sharpe ratio. As I said, it's the return off the asset less the US Treasury rate over volatility. Now, the thing is with the Sharpe ratio, for a Sharpe ratio to be reasonable, it should be over 1. For it to be really great, it should be over 3. And for it to be even better, it should, as we can see with these Sharpe ratios, they're even higher than that. As you can see, the highest Sharpe ratio on this is Polkadot, because the volatility level has been quite low at 47%, but the return has been astronomical. Okay, and that gives you a very, very high Sharpe ratio. As you can see, XRP is negative, unfortunately, because of everything that's come out, but it's had very low volatility, which is a good thing. You want to be in cryptocurrencies with low volatility that have had tight bid to offer spreads, that are extremely liquid, and that don't have big drawdown potential risk where you see an unrealized massive loss. Okay, and you may be forced to close out early for one reason or another if you have it on margin or something like that. So to put this in perspective, the equity market Sharpe ratio is around 0.4 historically. Bond fund Sharpe ratio should be about 1.3. Gold, for example, in a gold fund, the Sharpe ratio would be about 0.84. So you see what I'm saying here? If you get a cryptocurrency Sharpe ratio at 90, it is massive. Ethereum's at 48.6, ADA's at 61.9. These are outstanding Sharpe ratios. And Bitcoin's at 7.4 because the alts have actually performed, okay? But what it means is for DOT, it could go up with volatility up 47% or 47% down. Now, I want to bring to your attention the DeFi's Sharpe ratios. I do not like DeFi as an asset class because of the lack of liquidity. They are often on 1 or 2 exchanges, high exchange risk. You want to be in cryptocurrency where they're on a number of hundreds of exchanges like Tron or Ripple, XRP, or Ethereum or Bitcoin, for example. Now, the DeFis, if you look at their Sharpe ratio, it's at only 13.1 compared to the higher Sharpe ratios of other cryptocurrencies. Now, what that means is you're not being compensated for enough return for the level of risk you're taking on. So you're taking on huge amount of risk with the volatility of 131%, huge amount of risk to get a Sharpe ratio of 13.1, which is quite bad. What this says is you're better off being in ADA or DOT because their Sharpe ratios are a lot higher. And you're not taking, for every unit of risk that you spend, you're getting a more higher return than compared to DeFi. And anyone that has you in DeFi or trading DeFi or basically investing in DeFi doesn't know what they're talking about, because they should also be looking at the risk. It's not enough just to say, I made a return on this of 90%, but what did it cost me in terms of the risk that I outlaid? How much risk am I taking on for doing this position? Okay, and very important. And this is professional market tools. I know what I'm talking about. It's just that simple. Now, if we go to why I am bullish cryptocurrency markets overall, and why I'm also very bullish XRP. XRP currently is basically the same price as Stellar, XLM. Stellar is not XRP or the Ripple technology. It is a poor quality of Ripple's technology, and Ripple XRP should not be trading at the same price as Stellar. In my mind, for me, and I'm not telling you guys to do this, but for me, if I was holding Stellar, I would have been selling Stellar and transferring to Ripple at the same price, which is a great trade as far as I'm concerned, and it's a great investment. Given the technology of Ripple, given the client base it has millions and millions of clients, given the revenue it has, and given where it's going in the future. And it will have longevity. A lot of these cryptocurrencies, as I've said, and I agree with Brad Garlinghouse from Ripple, 97% of them, 98% of them will not exist in the next 2 to 5 years. Now, just go to some of the internet sites where you see dead coins and tokens, and you'll see what I mean. There's thousands of them, okay? Now, the reason why I'm bullish cryptocurrency and XRP, it's risk on big time. The US dollar is selling down constantly. It's at 103.85. Now, with more money coming to the system, potentially from the new government, President Biden and the Democrats, and if they get it through the Senate and all this sort of business with the Republicans, it'll be 1.9 trillion coming to the market. Massive. Double the size it was before. And people will get $1,400 US payment before the 1st of February, allegedly. And also, again, if we buy cryptocurrency, we're actually selling the US dollars, okay? So don't forget that, or whatever your currency is, but you're better off selling US dollars than, say, selling Aussie, because the Aussie's going up. You're better off selling US dollars, okay? Also, it's the most liquid market, the US dollar markets, right? Also, the bond rate, the 10-year bond rate in the US is 1.08%, extremely low. The return is incredibly low. Yes, the volatility is very low, and yes, the Sharpe ratio will be about 1 or so. But the thing is, in other countries in the world, the interest rate is negative, like in Switzerland, and you actually have to pay the bank money to put your money in an account with them. So you're actually got a negative return of interest, okay? Now, President Biden basically has said that he's going to change a whole lot of presidential directives and executive orders. He's basically put a stop to that. And obviously, being a Democrat, they are more dovish. They tend to put more stimulus into the market than generally another government would do so, okay? And certainly with Janet Yellen there, she's much more dovish in terms of helping the market, which just means bull run, bull on, more money in the market, risk on rather than risk off, okay? So let's go to the next one. Also, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said her chamber will be ready to pass Joe Biden's 1.9 to coronavirus relief, and that includes, as I said, a $1,400 payment. They have to get it through, obviously, as quickly as they can. Another great thing that other people have also said, which is fantastic, Michael Barr is going to head the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. And he's former Ripple 2015 and obviously left there. Now, this fellow, has a lot of experience. He's a bit of an academic as well, but has experience. And this is a great story because obviously he will know about the technology of Ripple, okay? And that is good in itself. We need people in government in the US that know and understand the technology. Also, excuse me, Dr. Yellen is a very, very smart woman. She's a PhD, which means she's done, a thesis, a very hard thesis in terms of PhD. She was also the head of the Federal Reserve in 2000 to 2014. And, she's a professor in her own right, which is amazing. Now, she tends to be more dovish with markets. When markets are imploding or things aren't going well, she's much more likely to ease rates and also to push more money into the financial markets, into the financial system. Okay. Also, Tom Jessup from Fidelity Digital Assets talked on an interview talking about how things could change and, the crypto community could expect under Biden, which sounds like it could be more pro for cryptocurrency, which I think is a good thing. Now, also we have this reference here. I always reference my work, but essentially she also acknowledged on Tuesday the benefits of cryptocurrency in terms of the new technology that it is. It's not just about, private cryptocurrencies being connected, to illicit drug proceeds or illicit business and that sort of thing. So I think she's a very wise woman, and I think they will do, hopefully proper cryptocurrency regulation in a proper way in terms of the markets, but also I think they'll understand, hopefully, I'm hoping, seriously, the technology of Ripple, and that XRP, like what the Japanese said, is not a security, okay? And it's a utility. And without the use of the utility of XRP, you do not save 30 cents in the dollar or 70 cents in the dollar when you do cross-border payments, okay? And you can, and also the 3 seconds that you can settle. And when you compare it to other cryptocurrencies, that certainly doesn't happen, okay? So what else we got here? So we go forward, according to Dr. Janet Yellen, pre this, she did say the Fed doesn't have the authority to supervise or regulate Bitcoin, effectively saying, new technology is very important, and, it certainly has the way how transactions are settled through the financial system. And really, when you look at this speaks of XRP all over. Honestly, it really does. XRP is the best payment technology coin out there for cross-border payments. Plus, it can do many other things, as we've seen, like with the Flare network, for example. So if we go to the next one, she basically, came out and said, this is in 2018. She may have changed her mind because a lot happens in markets, within a day, never alone 2 years. But I do think she'll do her homework because she is a doctor, and also I think she'll do her studies and work out the benefits of cryptocurrency. It is well worth considering the benefits of cryptocurrency as well in terms of the technology, which is almost like, again, 1999 when we had, all these incredible technologies come out, like Facebook, Google, you name it, sort of things. So, and Apple and so forth. So, I am quite bullish. Honestly, the cryptocurrency market is time to buy. For me, I'm not saying for you guys, but for me, it is time to buy specific cryptocurrency that I have in my investment portfolio, which is a 2 to 5 year hold, and I have 21 cryptocurrencies, okay, in different sectors that are the best of breed crypto technology in those sectors, okay? So, I think it's all very important that, what's happening in the new government is going to be, I'm hoping, very bullish for cryptocurrency. Okay, so you can read that. I'll put that up and you can read that. But, I think that is very pertinent to this bullish market. So also we know that Mr. Gary Gensler is going to be a part of the SEC. I went over him last week, very learned fellow, has been working in practical markets, commodity futures trading, but we do know he's an academic. But at least he does have some background. Also, Ripple XRP are looking forward to dealing with the new administration. They feel that, they're much more easy to work with, and, there'll be a clear path for blockchain and crypto innovation in the US, as Mr. Brad Garlinghouse said. And, they'll be much more open to this incredible technology, and specifically this incredible technology that Ripple has, which is the best of breed and the best of the new technologies in cryptocurrency. Now, even the CEO, Charles Hoskinson from ADA, said that Gensler, as a professor of blockchain at MIT, is at least knowledgeable about the cryptocurrency industry, and added nothing suggests that Gensler will take a hard line approach. And I think Charles Hoskinson from Ada Cardano, who I respect very much, would really seriously know this, okay? And honestly, I think it's just a great story. Again, another story here from Crypto Slate. Ripple is very optimistic about working with the new regulators and the general counsel, and hopefully we'll get this whole thing resolved quicker than later. And that's really what we want. If you look at the genius of Ripple's technology, it is just amazing. Now, this is from John Wick on Twitter. And he said even the US banking giant Citi is enlisting Volante Technologies to accelerate its adoption of the ICO 20022 Financial Messaging Standard Operations, Global Operations. And they actually use Ripple's Ripple's payment system here for quotes, confirmation of payment settle and everything. So that is amazing in itself, okay? Ripple have more and more clients, and now even Citigroup is going to use their processes and their drivers to make settlements, cross-currency settlements, offshore, no matter wherever, within 3 seconds. It is incredible technology, and it is the genius of the Ripple technology. And this is why I say Stellar is not, a better technology than Ripple's technology, and it should not be priced above XRP, okay? Not when the spread is positive. In other words, Stellar is worth more than an XRP. So overall, this is my last presentation. Overall, I'm very bullish. I don't believe XRP is a security. I hopefully believe the new administration will be bullish to cryptocurrency and to XRP and to the whole cryptocurrency exchanges and the cryptocurrency as an asset class. And, they will use common sense when working out the regulation in terms of cryptocurrency in the US, and they will use common sense to realize that XRP is not a security. Anyway, guys and girls, thank you very much for today. Thank you for listening. And please do look at my Patreon if you're really serious about learning, because I'm the best teacher out there. Thank you.